Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Alright, so I think first things first, we got that field to plant probably. Like I had mentioned last time, I think we'll be going through a couple of months in this video, probably May and June. We have a couple things to sell, mainly the olives. It looks like it's probably not this month though. That's what I'm seeing at least. Because right now I think it's like $4,000. Yeah, $4,000 from max price. So it definitely should be going up more. It looks like it should be a little bit better in June. Yeah, like I said, there's not a ton going on in like 2-3 months straight basically. So I'm just combining a couple. And let's probably do sorghum. That's what I've been doing. This is kind of like the chicken field at this point. Basically all that we're going to mainly do in here because it feeds the chickens. And that's kind of important. Yeah, because next month we'll have to get the second layer of fertilizer on it. It's really like those two soybean fields would be the next, the smaller ones. Those fields are a little ways out on all of them, as far as I know. 4 of 9. Yeah, that's like fall time, winter time. Basically right around the time it should be high to sell. And these are, yeah, a couple months out, like fall. Yeah, we should have well over $100,000 of products to sell, mainly next month it looks like, with olives and stuff, and then I'll probably sell wood beams and long planks. We'll see on how much, but it should be well over $100,000, so we're not too far out from the combines and stuff. And really there was just a mod released for a baler. It's one of my favorite ones from 22. It's made its way over into 25. Mainly because it's pretty dang cheap. You know, I want to say it's 10-15 grand for a good size square baler. It is by far the cheapest one. If I can find it here real quick. Yeah, from ARM Team. They had a whole bunch of mods that just got released. I think they had was it a skid steer they did too? Yep, that was from them too. I know they had planter and seeder and stuff, which I did not activate those, but I do have them downloaded. I'm pretty sure I used the FS22 versions of those seeders, planters in survival challenges in FS22, so would have been nice to have them at the start here, but didn't quite work out that way. Mainly because you can add a second one, and that kind of allows you to have a fairly wide and big drill for less than 20 grand probably. I want to say is it $6,000 a piece? So it's fairly affordable. But really, I'm hoping by the time we start having to harvest these bigger fields out here, we're talking having a bigger combine, hopefully. Then really, once some of those fields start going up for needing lime or anything, then maybe we'll look to combine some, make some really big fields. It's kind of the balancing factor. Obviously, there's just one guy doing this, so we can't have that many fields. But sometimes it's nice to have larger fields of things. To be honest, though, this field here is a fairly good size. I don't know if I want to combine this with anything. Obviously that field's right next to it, but we won't necessarily need more chicken food, and if I just keep this as a chicken food field, it's working out just fine. We basically getting enough from every harvest to feed the chickens for the 5 months or 6 months, whatever it is, to get this harvested again. And we do have some in the silo too for storage. Looks like 2 more strips probably. We'll probably move on to June, and that'll be when we'll have to do second layer of fertilizer, sell some products. I don't think there's anything else. Like I said, it was kind of a down couple of months, so do a couple of months together. Oh, it's not too bad then. There's still some things we need to do, but not that much at the same time. Yeah, a nice thing about obviously having a cheaper baler, it should allow us to sooner than later do possibly goats. I kind of want to do goats. Just, I don't know. I think it's because it's the newer thing. And I know they can be very, very profitable. Obviously, sheep are pretty profitable too once you kind of figure in. If you go to the fabric and then clothing, they can be very, very profitable. So I think my plan was to kind of have it up there, because it's just a hill. I can't really put a field on it, and it's too hilly to really put buildings. So having a custom pasture, goat pen or sheep pen, that would work perfect for that. I'll have to make sure and get this, yeah, I'll have to get this moved too, because I'm going to have to back up into that for loading all of the olives. There's like 30-some thousand liters sitting in there. Yeah, 37,500 liters. It's going to be 2 trailer loads of olives. Well over $100,000, like I said. Well, I don't think we have anything else for the fields. I'll double check. Shouldn't be weeds. I don't even have anything to get rid of the weeds right now. Second layer will be next month. Oh, we made pretty good money from the excess animals. $750 plus, obviously. Windrow, that's a good deal. We don't have a use for it right this second, though. We're probably months out from doing animals. From doing more animals. Like, I would say, at some point I kind of want to get a better house, too. And then, obviously, storage for the equipment. I don't think we're that close yet. So we got that for second layer. Let's look at price. Looking fantastic. And it is going down. Probably want to get that sold right away then. These are looking good as well, so we'll probably get that sold maybe a little bit later. Well, we'll grab the grain trailer and I'll get it switched to the larger capacity. That's still not going to be enough, but it should mean it's only 2 trips. Otherwise, I think it'd be 3. Yeah, we'll be looking at, what, 160,000. I'll be a little under. Just from the olives here. That wouldn't be including, obviously, if we sell 2 pallets of wood beams, it's like 16 grand. It's like 12 grand for 2 long plank pallets. A lot of money in eggs probably too, I'm sure. Yeah, 56 right now. $61,000 at max. I think that's November. Yeah, it's like November time of that to sell. Oh, it must just be a little bit too close. I was really hoping to obviously get this, get the bulk of it, not I don't think I'm gonna be able to just get the bulk. It's gonna keep doing the small ones. I know the bulk is over here. Not sure where, but somewhere over there. So I guess I'll just sit here and do it the slow way. Alright, so we got all of the olives that can fit in here. I'm not sure how much is left. 17,000. It's basically 17,500 liters still. Now check on the wood production and see how it's doing. 917. So maybe by the end here we'll have a second thing of wood beams spawned. The video where I ask if you want, well, if people are okay with me doubling that, has not come out, so I haven't doubled it. It's still 12 cycles. I think it should come out soon though, as of recording. So I'll have an idea then, and I'm kind of leaning towards doing it because it's literally going to take the entire series to run out what's in there otherwise. So we'd only double it to 24, like I said, but yeah, this I believe is best at sell everything. Yes. So we'll go and sell it there. Should be a very profitable first load. Well, even the second one will be very profitable. We don't have to put that much money into it. It's just water. Water in the production that we paid for. I'm sure there's, you know, a monthly cost with the production, but it's probably not that much, considering what you make from it. I think a lot of my property expenses basically get paid for by the solar panel on the chicken pen. I know I did something similar to it in the last file challenge where I had like small solar panels and wind generators. It basically made it so I wasn't losing, you know, that little bit of money, $1,000 I think it was, honestly. It's not bad, you know, it's a pretty good amount really. Every month on property maintenance. Basically made it so it's net even. Kind of nice, but really though, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about precision farming in a couple of months' time in here. I'd have to look at the expense of everything, but I think the most expensive part would be something to do with like a spot and sprayer and stuff. Those are expensive. I mean, I would assume for us to do everything, it would probably cost like $100,000 just to get the sensor and everything. $72,000 there. Yeah, like it'd be at least $100,000 for the sprayer, the attachment for the sprayer, then the sensor for the tractor, which I think is only for fertilizing, but still, basically when we plant. I'm trying to think here if there's anything else. I don't think. Well, no, we'd have the solar on the soil maps we'd have to do, which would also be a couple grand. Alright, so I'm here with, well, the rest of the pallets of the olives. Yeah, it still won't let me even try to pick up in bulk from it, so. Not sure why, because I'm pretty sure I did that last year. I know for a fact I've done it with the peas, but I even tried lowering the collision that I put up, so there's actually a collision on the fence, thinking maybe that would do it. That didn't do anything, so. Well, we got another 36 grand from that, so we're up to $257,000 now. Pretty dang good, pretty dang good. Especially considering we still have some things to sell. Really, I think we'll probably have enough money maybe next month, as long as the price is decent for the soybeans. That's kind of my thing. Because technically we'd be trying to sell the soybeans a month after the higher price for them. So it might be a little low. Kind of just depends on that. That'll be when we have 2 soybean fields ready for harvest. Even then, I think we'd be really dang close, even once you figure in, like, sell price of our current combine. That's something I didn't really think about either. I mean, that might be, I don't know, 30 grand, something like that. I mean, it wasn't cheap. I want to say, combined with the header, it was 75, 80 grand. It was not a cheap expense. So maybe we might have enough even after today. It's possible. I can double check to see what everything says it is in here. It's a New Holland one. We're talking 40 grand. Pretty good. It's pretty good. One thing I'm going to have to keep in mind is I don't know if I'm going to want a header trailer with the larger combine, so I might end up having to widen out some of these paths. So obviously you get a 40-foot header at some point. It's not going to be immediate. I think we'll go with a smaller one at the start. Some of these trees might have to be cut down to make it fit through here. Honestly, I think if we wait long enough, we might be able to still sell that one pallet of olives. They'll be spawned, and we can just sell it with the wood products. Really not going how I planned. It turns really quick since the wheels on the trailer actually turn as well. When's the high point for peas? Oh, it's winter time. You have 900 liters there, so we might be able to get that put onto the trailer with the wood products and sold. Alright, so just do steering assist, makes this a ton easier to do. Really won't take too long. And then once I get done with this strip, I'll go back to the top, probably. Oh, no. You want to start probably down here. Then you start with a slightly wider width and then slowly go down. It does the field kind of curves in right on that side. And I think this is probably about as narrow as I'd go for this bit. It does kind of narrow out. But if I go down one more, it might be too narrow, so I think we'll just stick with this. Whole field will get done. Yeah, next month we'll have soybeans, like I said, which will go down in price in July. So it's going to be one of probably the first thing that we do, just to try to be safe with it, and hopefully we can get the best price, because it's going to be going down all next month. Probably might be going down now, all I know. I know it's a June thing, but we don't have the second pallet of beams yet. Take a look-see. It's 50 liters away. I'll probably just turn up the time speed a little bit and we can get this spawned in. Alright, well, there we have it. We got the 2 things of beams, so that should be a little bit more money now. It's about 17 grand total. And we did get 1 more pallet of olives that spawns. So that's another, what, 2 grand? Alright, so we'll go to the farmer's market first. $29 grand there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is enough right here. If you really wanted. And I gotta find the right spot for this. There we go. So it's 288 grand. Is that enough? I can find. I was looking at one of these. Yeah, I was gonna look at this. It has that even bigger capacity to it. Because this is 216 once you figure all the added stuff that it does. This is also 216. But this is more horsepower. Oh, it's 280. What does it add? Engine. Oh. I definitely can't take that out. So it would have to be this. Probably this one. Really, it's not that bad, I guess. We'd want rear will assist. 217. If I do like the very base model. How much is the max one? 6 grand. Obviously, I would want a larger pipe at some point, maybe not right away. So we'll call that 225,000. We'll say it's right around there. And then if I do combination, is there? Okay, the cheaper headers are in here. If we were to get like a 30-foot, it's another 60 grand. We'd basically be broke, but we would have it. So, or we could try to work up and get the 35 foot, which would be, it's an extra 10 grand. I think if I'm in this situation, I'd probably work up, try to get the slightly bigger one. Because we're not that far away. And just get the 35 foot, and we'd probably be set for the rest of the series, honestly. But I think that's what I'll probably end up doing. Gonna be an extra, basically, month, probably. Which actually we probably have enough money with the other combine, maybe. We'll probably do the soybean harvest with the New Holland. Then we'll come back. I think after that we'll try and probably new combine. Because, I might be able to afford even a bigger lugger pipe on it, or some different upgrades and stuff maybe I'd want to have. So it might be worth just waiting that little bit. But, anyways, that is about everything for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.